Welcome back, everyone. This is the VG Pierce. I'll be coming at you with Season 10 action for the Cabal Vision Champions Cup playoffs, where we are going to see in the championship match Laugh of Yena, the Chaos Dwarf team of Coach Diomlord, and we'll be facing off against big Dwarf team of Coach Adant. As you see in the history, Chaos Dwarf team had to overcome a lot of challenges, taking down the Halfling team, a Cinderella team as it were, and just barely able to do it in the last bit. 1-0 is that score, and then had to take down the very dangerous Chaos Dwarf team of Crucifer. Just all kinds of injuries when probably it should have been the other way around, but nonetheless, that's why we play Blood Bowl. Khemri team, also a very dangerous one as well, and then here the Elven Union, the Pro Elf team. Boy, so strong, but nonetheless, Chaos Dwarf team was able to be successful on his road. But also, just as successful, Adant, the coach of this Dwarf team, Big, did need to take down the big Kislev team. Nicely leveled up, got Russell, and had a whole bunch of ball hogs wherever he looked and was able to just survive. And then Undead team, Sepulchral Guards, also another great team that Adant had to take down, and taking down also the previous season Champions Cup winner of the Skaven team, Sean 18, goes down to Adant's Dwarven team, and then another Underworld team here. A pretty close match between these two, 1-0 for that, and then as you see there in the championship match, Chaos Dwarves versus Dwarf team. Expect a bash fest between these two as we are about to start this replay. Hey, what's going on, Nate? Coming back for some more, hey? Alright, this is what I like to hear. Championship match going down right now, and in my preliminary prediction, I did say that I liked Adant's Dwarven team, and it's really because, in comparison to the Chaos Dwarf team, sure, he's got a couple of guys with Claw, but not necessarily matched up very well. Doesn't have that Mighty Blow, doesn't have the piling on with that Claw ability. Yes, coached by Diomlord, Laugh of Yena. The Chaos Dwarf team taking on the Dwarven team of Adant's Big. So yes, I mean, when you think of the cohesion between the two teams, it's just the Dwarven team looks a whole lot better on paper. All their guys with guard, all their guys with a secondary and also a third skill. We're about to see what I'm talking about right now, but it's just how can the Chaos Dwarves deal with so much cohesion up in the front line, like these long beards. But the answer may still be with the Claw, the power, the Claw power. That's right, Shattered Ice. The final did happen, and we're about to do it right now. Normally I kind of do this in the afternoon, but I figured, well, you know, I need to do some things over the weekend, and so I won't really have time. I'm going to do it right now. And anyways, people just catching on YouTube, right? But yes, looks like we are going to have Laugh of Yena will get the reception on that coin flip. So, Dwarven team going to have to play a little defense here. And going to be able to do it well, I think. But again, as I said, Chaos Dwarf team does still have those Claw personnel, and this one does have the Mighty Blow with the Claw, so look out for this man right here to maybe do something in the long run. But first, yes, we're going to have the runner, kickoff return, at defend, and also the kick with the block ability, and also the Troll Slayers. Both of them very strong. Mighty Blow with the piling on, pro ability for both, tackle for both, and this one here with that Juggernaut ability to complement that Frenzied ability, and then Blitzers. Where are they at here? We got one over here with the Stand Firm, and then let's see here, where's the other one here? And the Blitzer here with the Mighty Blow, +1 in strength, ready to clock some holes there. And then Long Beards, as I said previously, or all this time really, all of them with the guard, all of them with the Mighty Blow. This one here with Stand Firm, this one here with Dodge. Better watch out with the leader, as well as the blodge ability for that runner right here. So we'll see how much this Chaos Dwarf team will be able to handle this, because Chaos Dwarves, on the other hand, sure, he's got a guy with Claw, sure, he's got a guy with +1 strength, But where's the cohesion, right? Normally for Chaos Dwarfs, just like the Dwarven Brethren here, they get guard for pretty much their first skill. But unfortunately, Chaos Dwarfs not as leveled up in the front line. Had to go with the +1 strength because that's the first skill. So then after that, got the claw. And then here, he got the guard here like normal. And then got the claw. But then here, as you can see, this one doesn't have any levels ups yet. This one went with the Mighty Blow. And this one here, another level 1. And then also a Loner Chaos Dwarf for today's match. That's right, Shattered Ice. He says that these Chorfs, they don't look developed enough. And the Bulls, though, they could be the difference. That's definitely the question here. As well as that Claw Mighty Blow with the guard ability, Chaos Dwarfs. Can this man come alive? And can the Bull Centaurs make things happen? We'll have to see. Bull Centaurs, both of them so strong here. This one here, break tackle with the frenzy, and also going to be the block, and the Juggernaut with the tackle ability. And then this one here, going to have the break tackle, block, Mighty Blow with that guard ability. So in the last match, we did see that Bull Centaur with his frenzy ability really do work on the Kislev team. The first hit normally got a push, but then with that frenzy was able to convert that and then get a defender stubbles or a block or something like that. And was able to take down the Kislev team over time simply because of this all-star player here, Aristotle. So we'll see if he's going to have similar success. But as you can see also, Chaos Dwarf team doesn't necessarily have a ball carrier. Normally you kind of see these Hobgoblins also nicely leveled up, but here, this one got the 30 player, this one just got the dodge, and this one no skills whatsoever. I mean, it's going to be difficult. Not only that though, at least the Chaos Dwarf team will have the Wizard in hand for today's match against this Dwarven team. And quite honestly, this Dwarven team might be in for it. If the Chaos Dwarf team, now that he's receiving the ball, he could actually get up the pitch, and then after that, get that nice score. And then in the second half, well, if he's got the Wizard and he's able to stop that runner, he might be able to stop him up and take him out. Oh, did I miss the +1? Oh, there he is. Oh, sorry about that. He's got that +1 in agility in the backfield there. Oh gosh, I missed him. Well, anyways, he's got that guy. Quick snap. Oh yeah, down here. Look at that. The skills with the +1 agility. Yeah, he's the ball carrier right there. So, what am I talking about? Hey, Shattered Ice. All right, well there, block with the fend and the +1 agility. So there's a pretty good ball carrier, but. Hey, it looks like the dirty player, Hobgoblin, he wants to get into the action, and he's going to be the ball carrier for now. Hey, shows what we know. Well, anyway, we are underway, so Chaos Dwarf team going to get the punchings up the front line, get these long beards down, and hopefully the Claw might be able to convert here, and he does. Get the KO on the front line, that's okay. Just going to be a KO. Adant, gonna have to live without that one long beard, but can he live in the long run? Hobgoblin, he's got the rock. I bet he's going to do a handoff, though. He's not going to definitely hold on. He's definitely not going to hold on to the ball. Definitely not going to do that. Wizard, 3 rerolls, Apothecary, and Fame right there. Fan Factor, actually. So no bribes or anything like that. So it looks like the dirty player will be holding onto the ball for the time being. Not going to hand it off to the +1 in agility man with the fan block. Sure hands. Looks like a pretty good ball carrier here. Gonna get that blitz here, and it will be from the Mighty Blow man. Not the one with claw, but we'll get the value break. We'll get that stun on the right side. Things are looking pretty good. Got that KO in the early bits. Gonna make that Dwarven defense a lot more difficult. As I said before, Dwarves. And that's pretty much true for both sides, really. But since we got the Bull Centaurs here for the Chaos Dwarves, speed is going to be the challenge here for the Dwarven team. Normally going to see them a little bit out of position if they don't play the defensive side of things well. But Adant proving that he can play some good Dwarf defense. He's going to get that blitz. We'll be able to get the Frenzy blitz in with the 2 die because his defender stumbles. And going to take him down for the time being. And get the piling on as well. So there, going to get that hit in and try to get the piling on. But no armor value breaks for the Dwarven team, though. That does put this Troll Slayer a little bit out of position. And luckily, though, the Dwarven team is not facing against a team that has bribes. But this is why we get 30 players. So I really expect to see a handoff pretty soon. No Wizard for the Dwarven team, so no real danger of having that armor value 7 Hobgoblin go down to a big injury because of the Wizard usage. But he does have the rock right now, and he should be handing it off. There we go. He's already setting up for the cage, so only a 1 in 36 chance of getting that ball on the ground after a flub catch. So here we go. At least this foul on this Troll Slayer is not going to be coming from the dirty player. Gonna have to spend that moment to get that handoff here. And that's kind of the bad thing. Won't be able to get the foul off here. I bet you if this dirty player at Hobgoblin didn't end up with the ball, he probably would have put a little bit of a boot in, but gonna have to pass up that chance there. Even had 3 assists as well, so that was pretty much a guaranteed armor value break. Still though, Chaos Dwarves looking pretty good. Gonna move the cage up the left side here, just left the center. Dwarves should be able to recover, should be able to get a blitz here off on the loner player. And then should be able to bat that cage back a little bit. Chaos Dwarf team, I don't suspect that they're going to get that touchdown anytime soon. Just going to be maneuvering for the short moment, and then we could see them come back around and get the score a little bit later on. He's going to be pushed back here and going to get back in the center, I bet. This is all just smoke and mirrors at this point. Another hit, another mighty blow hit with that piling on, but still not producing any armor value breaks. So armor value 9 holding up really well for the Chaos Dwarf team. I see that Dwarf team though has to react to it, and because of that, center will be left a little bit more open. Still gonna have a few dwarves here in the center, and also just right of the center, and so should still be able to hold up just fine. Gonna be down 1 in defense, but that's okay for the time being. Maybe another stun there. Boy, these armor value breaks coming true so far, so good. Chaos Dwarf's claw, and this one without the claw will get the hit in and an injury. So the Apothecary gonna be used on the Longbeard with the mighty blow and the guard ability, and that will make the Chaos Dwarf's offensive try a whole lot more easier. And now the Dwarven team gonna have to worry for the rest of the match. Boy, if these hits keep coming true for them, and that was actually going to be the Chaos Dwarf blocker that was level 1 even, this could bode very ill for this Dwarf team and my pick. Oh man, so far this season, I've just been kryptonite for these coaches. Whoever I've been picking has just been losing it straight out. I think I was 0 for 2 on the semifinals, and if these injuries keep up like this for the Dwarf team, then I'm quite afraid that I may be wrong once again, and I think this is the first cup in which I've absolutely been wrong so many times. But there, mighty blow, and he will get that hit off. Apothecary will be used for the Chaos Dwarf team, but that will square the numbers up, and thankfully, oh man, Longbeard's gonna bail me out, I think. Hopefully, he should be the equalizer. Come on, man. Come on, Dwarven team. You got this one. Hey, Satterfield. Alright, no problem. Hey. Yes, I will be uploading YouTube, so you can catch it later, yeah. Well, nice of you to drop by. Really appreciate it, my friend. Dwarfs needs to come back here a little bit in numbers if he wants to hold the defensive serve. And thankfully, he did get that 1 injury, so he is only down 1 guy at this point. Bull Centaur leading the way, gonna get that hit. Like I said before, the star player pretty much from the last game. Clearing the way with that Bull Centaur, and there, +1 agility ball carry. Gonna move the ball up just a little bit and take advantage of the space given to him by the Dwarven defense. And now he's in nice position. As I said before, I believe I've seen some coaches kind of hold it a little bit too long, and I'm just not for that. And there, Chaos Dwarf team going to move up. Dwarves going to be a little bit out of position here. As you can see, they're kind of out in the line right there. And that's the thing, right? The dwarves there, if they do lose 1 or 2 guys, it's just so much more difficult. Sure, the numbers are just going to be -1 for the dwarves, but as you can see there, holding the defensive side of the ball with just 9 of the dwarves just a whole lot more difficult instead of having 11 dwarves on the pitch, being able to be everywhere that they need to be and positioned quite well. So there, if you can get a dwarf down and take him out for at least a KO or even just a stun, then you're doing your job quite well. I'm not jinxing it, Nate. Come on. It's not me. Blame it on the rain. There's no rain right now. It's very sunny even, so currently there is a blinding sunshine that will give -1 modifier to any passing rolls. So thankfully though, neither team will be passing the ball anytime soon, I don't believe. And it appears on this Chaos Dwarf offense, it is quite assuredly almost a easy touchdown for him. So definitely look out for that +1 agility to move down and get that injuries, not the injuries, but get the get the touchdown and hopefully be injury free. But like I said though, you never know. Hobgoblin with that armor value 7 just got Finn, just got block. Dwarf team not seeing too many injuries on his side. Bull Centaur is leading the way. Gonna give a nice little escort there, along with putting a Chaos Dwarf blocker. And look how easily the Dwarf team just absolutely gets out positioned there. And at this point, Dwarves are pretty much gonna have to see this touchdown now. They're definitely gonna still try. But here the Hobgoblin with dodge is gonna dodge away. Only 1 in 9 chance of failing, so why not get over here and get the assist, get the 1 die block in. Also, why not? A little bit risky though, because if this would have been a skull or something like that, I don't think he would have re-rolled that, and so quite possibly would have gotten down, and then Troll Slayer would have had an easy 2 die block with an assist by any of these dwarves standing around. Then would have been lights out perhaps for that Hobgoblin. But 2 die block instead coming out here with the Troll Slayer assist. And Longbeard just gonna get a push. Just gonna be an innocuous push. And these Longbeards can move in there and just threaten up this ball carrier at this point. And try to get down some more Chaos Dwarves if you can help it. Chaos Dwarf team has a, what is it, one Hobgoblin to come in for today's match. Did pick up a loner Chaos Dwarf for today's match. So since there's no rain, just keep blaming it on me? Okay, fine. Blame it on VG. With that blitz here, we'll free up the Troll Slayer, and he's gonna just walk over. And as you can see there, not very speedy. And the Dwarf team didn't really do much to pressure this ball carrier, so the Chaos Dwarves are just gonna go and blitz down the only Longbeard near the ball. And then the Bull Centaurs will be able to just keep the screen up, along with the Chaos Dwarf blocker. Heck, he might just go roaming around, give some assists here, and take down some of these other guys if he can possibly do it. And yes, there we go. He's going to go in there, and he will get the assist up. So 1 die block coming up. Both down die, but unfortunately, just about all these guys are dwarves, so there's a lot of block on the pitch. Troll Slayers, he went and got blocked though in the first skill. That's definitely a good skill to get for your Troll Slayer. And after that, dwarves, he got hit down, but not gonna be out. Dwarves turn 7 coming up, and at this point should try to pressure the ball carrier. Adant needs to get back there. Can't just rely on trying to break the armor of the Chaos Dwarf team. Sure, he's got plenty of guys with Mighty Blow, but I mean, on value 9, they're ready for the task with that thick skull. I'll tell you what. Yes, this is the championship match, Bush. You didn't miss much. Turn 7 here. And looks like the Chaos Dwarf team is on their way for the touchdown. Here's the blitz, though. We'll get down this Bull Centaur, unless he's got the... No, he doesn't have anything. So, well, even if he did, this guy's got tackle, right? So, he's going to get him down with the defender stumbles, but won't be able to touch up that ball carrier. But he's trying like crazy to do with the runner. We're going to fail that go for it roll. I do believe we're going to see a reroll, because there's plenty of rerolls for both of these sides here. And he will get in there just And one of those things here, you're like, well, why did he go and do that for? But still, the Bull Centaur's going to have to spend his moment to get the blitz off. And you never know, might get the whole 112 and 96 with the 2-die block coming up with 4 skulls. And you might get lucky, right? But unfortunately, with that push, we should see the touchdown try coming up. That will give the Dwarven team an extra turn to maybe score it, but I don't think they're going to be able to score it in 2 turns. That's for sure. There you go. Chaos Dwarves will get that touchdown after the Dwarves woke up a little bit and was like, hey, you know what? Let's go and pressure the ball carrier. Might have been around too late, but still, I can't blame the Dwarves there. It was a little bit difficult to get out of all of the tackle zones from the Chaos Dwarves, and was able to free them there on turn 7. Was able to finally get that pressure on the ball carrier and force the score. Adant does have 2 turns to score here, but Dwarves 2-turning, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Does have runners though, so he can hold the ball, but I mean this one's got 5 movement allowance, and the other one does have the 6, but if maybe one of them had a +1 agility or something like that, I would maybe believe it a little bit more, but it's gonna be a lot more difficult. Because the reason why it's so much more difficult is because 2 turners for Dwarves. Sure, the runner's got the 6 movement allowance. Not this one though, but the thing about it is that they're gonna have to go potato. And it's not gonna really have a good escort going in. Sure, you might be able to get a cage up, but they won't be able to go right, left, and then maybe do a handoff or a throw. But I mean, again, Dwarves just not renowned for this type of play, so 2 turners gonna be a little bit more difficult. But still, he does have a shot. It's not unheard of, but Dwarves 2-turning. I would rather stake my life on something a little bit more stakier. Dwarves now will get the try though, at least will be lining up. He will put the 6 movement allowance runner up there, but again, no real escort for him. He's just gonna have to move up as far as he possibly can. He's gonna have to blitz down somebody. And as you can see, Chaos Dwarves are lining up perfectly there in the midfield, stopping anything. Kickoff return, and we'll be able to move up 3, but the blitz on defense. And so quite possibly he's going to see a blitz on this runner and end all hope of a 2-turner coming up. And that's going to be a little bit too bad. Oh, but the Bull Centaur with Frenzy is going to be on the right side. So we actually might not see a blitz because all of the Chaos Dwarves are so far out of position. I don't know. Do you risk it? Do you go in for the blitz and then after that it becomes a 1-die blitz on the runner if you do Frenzy? But I guess this is Blood Bowl. You gotta live and die by the risk. There we go. 2-die blitz coming here, and if he doesn't get it, then he's gonna re-roll it. And oh, just got the block. And actually, he has the Juggernaut, so there we go. He will get the Frenzy in through. And oh, not good enough again, Juggernaut. But he does have break tackle, so he's gonna get the jump away right there. But now the Dwarves, though, because of this maneuver, Bull Centaur might be in range of a hit and then possibly a foul here at the end. So Dwarves, sure, they might not be able to get a 2-turner, but Bull Centaur is kind of out there and might be able to make a play on him. That would be my thought if I was the Dwarven team at this point. I'm not putting too much stock on the 2-turn touchdown, I'll tell you what. I'm sure maybe the right side is a little bit open though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then after that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess the 1-turn touchdown could happen, I suppose. But I really feel like you're Dwarves. You're gonna go potato, are you? I don't know. Yeah, they suffer from lack of expendable fouling pieces. That's true too. Doesn't have a deep bench, so I don't suspect the foul, but boy, you know, if he does somehow gets the Bull Centaur down and then you're able to surround him up and guarantee the armor value break, man, that looks so good, doesn't it? But you're right, though. I mean, the chances of it being a big injury, not a big one. I mean, sure, you're going to get the armor value break, but what, 50% chance, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know you put that much into it. afterwards. And indeed, he does try for the one-turn touchdown after all, and he does move the runner up. And the Chaos Dwarf team, he's going to be spared a blitz on the Bull Centaur. Ooh, actually, might think about moving down forward. No, he's out of range. He's out of range here, yeah. So he's just barely out of range of the turn back touchdown. I mean, sure, why not, right? Go up there, grab the ball up. You know, crazier things has happened. All you need is a 6. A hope and a chance, right? 6 is always a critical success. But no, I don't suspect I will see that as well. So there's the blitz here on this right side. Just going to get a push, and the Chaos Dwarf team does have an expendable piece to maybe foul with. So Trost there, I think, is in danger. He does have arm value 8, so a lot of players does like to focus down that Trost there because he's got the armor value 8. Pretty much the quote-unquote weakest piece right there. And there you go. Here's the dirty player foul with the assist from the Bull Centaur. Gonna get that hit in and will break the armor. But just gonna get a 3 on the injury, and that will pretty much end all things. Two die block with the loner. I don't know if I like that against the mighty blow. I mean, if anything, try to hit someone without mighty blow, but maybe everyone around here has mighty blow. I think in fact I would have hit this guy just in case I did get a skull, but luckily that didn't turn out too bad for this Chaos Dwarf blocker right there, trying for something, but didn't get it. I mean, sure, it's a lower player, but at the same time, you still don't want to be down an extra piece if you can help it. Oh, back-to-back skulls, and ooh, gonna be against the claws, and that's kind of what I'm talking about right there. You blitz down a piece with the 1-die block, and you could totally get knuffled, and right there, a KO on the Dwarf. I mean, sure, that's a key piece right there, that claw Chaos Dwarf blocker, but man, you get back-to-back skulls like that, and you're gonna get knocked out for your troubles. Look at that. And in the halftime period, you're gonna see both of those dwarves gonna continue to stay out as well. So you talk about a big turnaround right there. Wow, 1-36 doesn't happen every day, but I definitely would have went for a 2-die block. And again, 1-die blocks on someone that could really hurt you if things go tits up. Ouch. I mean, what the heck? Which Chaos God did the dwarves piss off? I'll tell you what, starts with N and ends in Uffle. Didn't sacrifice enough virgins or whatever else he wants. But it is going to be the Dwarven team's possession half, but with the Chaos Dwarves being up 2 and also having a wizard in hand, this is definitely going to be an uphill battle. Dwarves are going to definitely be on the back foot here. Look for that wizard to come at an opportune moment. Right when the dwarves perhaps cross midfield with this cage, you're going to see that wizard used. And then after that, go balls deep with the Bull Centaurs. At least touch it up with a few guys. And then after that, make the ball pickup hell for the Dwarven team. And if there's anything on this kickoff, like a blitz or something like that, then all the better. But it looks like it's going to be perfect defense. And that's going to be great because the ball is kicked way short to the right even. And with that, Chaos Dwarves know exactly where to put his guys at. In fact, he should be able to put, what, 2-3 guys up here. And the ball lands right here and stays on the line and doesn't bounce back for a touchback. Then it will be hell to pay. So this is very bad looking here for this Dwarven team. Very bad. Chaos Dwarf should put a couple of guys here, at least. If he doesn't put somebody right there, then definitely put one more right here. So at least put 2 tackle zones on the ball, and then if the ball lands in a horrible bad spot, then we'll be able to take advantage. But there, he's just going to put one guy there, and the ball is going to bounce back, and the Dwarven team will be slightly spared. But we'll have to use up just about all of his movement allowances to get to the ball, and then after that, I don't even know what. He's got kickoff return for this guy, but again, 5 movement allowance right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 maybe. But the cage will be open to attack. And the Dwarves will be facing against a lot of pressure. He is going to be down 2 Dwarves on this offensive try, I think. No, I think the Dwarves does have one guy to come in. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, big injury there. Dwarves really needed that right here. Yeah, he's got 10 guys on the pitch, so the Dwarves really did have one extra guy to come in. So 10 on 10 on the pitch there. After that nice big injury, MNG, and that's even on a Chaos Dwarf blocker as well with that claw and the mighty blow. So nice key piece for this Dwarven team, and the one that really will hurt them the most with that claw and the mighty blow. So definitely Dwarves could be able to turn this back around, and a little bit of a glitch right here, but he will get that ball pickup and will do the go for it roll, and won't get nuffled here. So there, he will get that ball pickup. Dwarves looking pretty good now, especially after that big injury on Platoon, who does have that mighty blow with the claw ability. So, oh man, that's a big relief right there. I mean, now it's like Dwarves could finally play some Blood Bowl, I think. Here's the block here on the armor value 8 piece. Not gonna be too bad. Did go down with a big old scream, but you know, it's like he's playing it up for the refs or something. All he has to do now is believe in the heart of the dice. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know if I want to believe too much in the dice. Dodge away with the break tackle. Would have been a 2+, but unfortunately got the 1 on that. No rerolls here, and gonna take the fall. Dwarves looking a lot better now. Alright. I love it. Go Dwarves! Can't believe I'm saying this, guys, but there it is. I'm gonna throw it out there. Dwarves need to take this win, so I'll be right for once. But again, I've just been absolute kryptonite this playoffs for all of the coaches that I predicted. Here's the blitz here. Not gonna waste any time. Gonna go to get that blitz here on the Hobgoblin with the armor value 7 with the +1 in agility, but just gonna get a push here, unfortunately. And man, these Longbeards not getting the pals whenever they need it. Guess he didn't believe enough. He just didn't believe. Yes, and that's a good point there. Shattered Ice did say that earlier on the perfect defense. Doesn't want to overcommit and doesn't want to get possible surfed out if he did get overcommitted there. So gonna just hang back for the time being. Chaos Dwarf does have the Wizard, so he's gonna feel comfortable on this defensive try. So no need to get super aggressive, and that's definitely a good point right there. Chaos Dwarves though, gonna still continue to stay bashy though. He's not afraid because he's got guys that can get the hits in. He's got mighty blow. Does get that stun here on the armor value break, and that's 1, and perhaps maybe 2 coming up. Oh, it's just gonna be a hit right there. Hobgoblin will be able to get into the fun though. 2-die block for him, and thankfully no both down dies on both of those, so he will get the hit return. Defender stumbles and he gets an armor value break, and as I said in the earlier programming, as long as you even just stun the Dwarves, you've done a pretty good job, because again, it does take 3 movement allows to stand your piece up, and after that, where are you going to go? Just 1 movement allows, and there's going to be a hit here with the foul. Does have an expendable piece, why not? Dirty player, that's why we get that skill, boys. And he does get the foul in, but Troll Slayer, armor value 8, holding up like armor value 9 at this point. Longbeard, I'm gonna get the piece here. We'll get that blitz off, and it's gonna be the Loner Chaos Dwarf feeling the pain right now, but not too much because he just got the hit in. No armor value breaks. Gonna get more pushes here. And get the hits. Runner does see a little daylight on the right side, so might take advantage of this. But as I said before, as soon as the Dwarf team, I betcha, as soon as he gets past the midfield, and if he goes in with a loose cage, then I guarantee a Wizard usage. I guarantee it, guys. Here we go. Is he gonna move in? No, there we go. And this is the power of the Wizard right there. Doesn't want to go up here, but there the Wizard will be used, and it's gonna be on the Troll Slayer instead, actually. And this could be enough right there. As you can see, opening is gonna be had for this Bull Centaur to blitz through. So here we go, guys. Break tackle. So this is a 2+ away if he fails the strength or the non-agility roll for the break tackle, and then after that taking account of the strength for the dodge. So here we go. Does have an opening. No real follow-up, but like I said before, all he needs to do is get that ball out, stifle up the dwarves. I can see there a bunch of dwarves are on the ground. Since that stun is gonna be recovering for this turn, they're just gonna stand up and do nothing basically. So no dwarves can actually come in to help out, even if there really is no follow-up. So they're gonna get the 2-dive block, gonna get the defender stumbles, and that's good enough, boys. He will be able to get him down, get the armor value break to boot, and that's horrible for the dwarven team. We'll be able to mark that ball up, as I said. And ball is going to land in a great spot, though. Hobgoblin, he needs to get through. Yes, he does dodge on through. And it's going to be on the players who does not have tackle. It's going to be the 2 blitzers who do not have tackle. And so the dodge, even though he failed it, did get the dodge reroll. And the Hobgoblin picks the ball up. And, oh no, time. It's the dwarves. Just a glimmer of hope. And that's all you need here. Hobgoblin was able to go through the hole there. And yes, that's right, Shattered Ice. It is well played, Diomlord, because he was able to jump through the little bit of the opening. The blitzers do not have tackle. And because of that, Hobgoblin just sneaks on through. Man! That was a 3+ dodge as well. That wasn't a 2+ dodge. That was not the +1 agility Hobgoblin as well. So dwarves scrambling to get back to the ball, but back-to-back ones on the GF5 will end all hope. And that was actually on this dwarf here that can possibly maybe get to him. But again, once the dwarves are just teeny tiny out of position, that's pretty much GG, and that's the game. Wow, on turn 12. It's over. Chaos Dwarf team could just run in there celebrating. Wow. Diomlord will be the winner. And I have to say, I'm a little bit surprised at this Chaos Dwarf team making it all the way and making the championship because, man, again, you look at the skills, right, of the Chaos Dwarf team, and it's just no real cohesion. I mean, it's just, when you look at Crucifer's Chaos Dwarf team, for example, I mean, it's just Chaos Dwarfs with guard, mighty blow, stand firm for all of them, all nicely leveled up. But in the end, it ends up being this Chaos Dwarf team who's got what hodgepodge of skills of what he needs. He's got, you know, oh, he's got mighty blow from here, and then he's got guard over there, and he just no real cohesion, but still was able to do enough against these dwarves. Got the armor value breaks when needed, and then, like I said before, KOs really killed the dwarves there in the second half. And there's going to be the fouls coming up. Dwarves already lost it at this point, so why not? But as I said, just a quick little recap to sure both of these guys continue to stay KO'd, and the Longbeard who got nuffled there with the 1 in 36 with the skull. I mean, sure, okay, it doesn't happen very much, but you blitz a claw piece, and that's what could happen. Shattered Ice didn't have the surplus of skills he needs, but he did have the tools that he did need at his disposal. Even if they were only at the minimum, that was all he needed. There we go. So nicely said there by Shattered Ice. Good points all around. So yes, Diomlord did get what he needed. Oh boy, there's the death injury, man. Chaos Dwarf blocker pays in blood for this win, but this is a championship match, and who cares at this point? Hell, all of them could die at this point. It's all about this Hobgoblin who's inching towards the big W for this Chaos Dwarf team. Oh man. Blood for the Blood God, skulls for the Skull Throne. Diomlord gets that big W. Wow. Wizard used at the right moment when the blitzers, I mean, it's just a small little window, and was able to see it. Uses the wizard on the Troll Slayer, the only piece that's holding up everything. Was able to get him down, and then after that a blitz from the Bull Centaur, and then the key dodge from the Hobgoblin with dodge, just getting through. How good is dodge for your Hobgoblin? That good for you, because if he didn't make that dodge right there, as I said before, no real follow-up, but with him being able to jump through the non-tackle tackle zone, it was just all that he needed right there. Worth it. Yes, hashtag worth. Oh gosh. And now we're just seeing just two people bashing each other's brains out at this point. Dwarf though still gonna be putting up an effort though. He's gonna force the touchdown in one, and you never know, right? There's no security gate for this game, so I suppose at this point dwarves aren't completely out of it. You know, I am gonna say that I have seen dwarves come back from 2-0 before on turn 14, so this is definitely not, it's definitely not impossible, but it is quite improbable. Quite improbable. That's like getting 2 rights in a row and then a 1 in 9 chance on your block to open it up again for the 3rd time for your opponent to come back and get the win. Hey, hey. Oh man, flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks. Turn 14, dwarves. Can't catch a break, but that is just an agility 2 troll slayer, so gonna be a 4+ dodge there. He will get that dodge away, and we'll get the blitz in, and he does get the pro reroll on the dauntless because he failed it the first time around, and he will get the 2-die block in, but frenzy won't activate because he did use up all his movement allowance to get to the point where he is, and there he's gonna get that blitz here with the chaos dwarf blocker with the +1 in strength, and we'll get the overvalue break. We'll get the stun. And now the Bull Centaur's going to strike back. Hobgoblin probably going to set up a little bit better if he doesn't get him down. Yeah, but these guys are still out of range, but I think the Hobgoblin is probably, there we go, going to just score it. Why give him a glimmer of hope, right? 2-0, and it's almost assured. But again, I have seen Dwarves team coming back 2-0. Now, I will say that it was a bit of, I guess I wouldn't say lower level play, but it's definitely not high level play like this. And so again, dwarves making the 2-turn touchdown, and then after that getting a riot, and then making another 2-turn touchdown. Oh man, you know what? I'll just have to go run around naked in the cold if that happens, guys. That's what I'm gonna do. I know you'd like to see that, guys. So no 2-turn touchdown, and then the ride, and then another touchdown somehow miraculously appearing. But yeah, that's just how improbable it is. Well, with that, guys, well, you know, thanks for joining me so much for my cast of the Chaos, not Chaos Dwarf, well, yes, actually, Chaos Dwarf team and this Dwarf team championship match. 500 euros going towards Diomlord for 1st place. 250 euros for Adant's Troubles. 100 euros each to 3rd and 4th place. Man, all brought to you by Cyanide Focus Home Entertainment. Don't you guys go away, because Champions Cup 11 starting up just a week after this. So more Blood Bowl action to come, and I do believe we're going to see a whole bunch more teams vie for that coveted prize. And not only that, but also Blood Bowl glory. Going to go in there and make yourselves absolutely known throughout the community. Laugh of Yena, Diomlord, GG, my friend, GG. If you guys haven't already out there, if you're watching after the fact, and you like what you see here and you haven't already, please follow along and subscribe to my video. Definitely helps me out in the long run, and it keeps these Blood Bowl videos coming to you. So you guys definitely need to do that if you haven't. I'm gonna see about playing something a little bit later. Yes, I will be. But I won't be playing with my buddies again, so it's just gonna be me this time, Nate. But yes. Oh man, Blood Bowl. So much could happen. It's really a great spectator sport. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, oh man, I love to hate to play it or hate to love playing it, but it's just, I just love watching it. So you just never know. Who would have thought this Chaos Dwarf team, hodgepodge of skills, was able to get this far and win it against a Dwarf team that just looked on paper a whole lot better. And at this point, it really just doesn't matter what happens here. Dwarves are still at least going to try for a touchdown, though, it appears, and that's what he's doing right there. Chaos Dwarves are going to get a little bit nuffled, but that's okay, because I think at this point, I'm pretty sure the Chaos Dwarves themselves are like, well, okay, let's see it. Let's see the one-turn touchdown. So, needs to get the blitz here. We'll get the blitz off. We'll get down to that Bull Centaur, so we'll have to dodge through a billion tack zones. Though, and this is why a two-turn touchdown is just so difficult. He's gonna have to do a what, 6+ pass, I think. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, actually got a 5, so actually was inaccurate. But the scatter gonna be falling short, and those and then had to make 6+ dodges afterwards. No way, no flipping way. And I don't know why the Chaos Dwarves just won't just end the game, because at this point, it's not like there's any legacy leagues. I guess there might be a little bit later on, but I don't know if you take this Chaos Dwarf team against a legacy league of killers. But he did take down a killer team in Crucifer's Chaos Dwarf team, and quite honestly, if really when you think about it, if Crucifer's team would have made it past the Chaos Dwarf team of Diomlord, then quite possibly it'd be Crucifer's time to shine. But it appears it is not going to be the case. And more fouls here, and finally going to get sent off. Archimedes did the dirty, and we'll go in there. Diomlord is the winner and is the Champions Cup 10 winner and championship holder. As you can see there, the biggest difference, 4 injuries caused by Dwarf, but really that came in pretty much garbage time. All these injuries coming out in the kill even. Just not in the nick of time, but truthfully, the biggest stat you can talk about is the 2 KOs caused by Yena at the first half, and then those 2 guys not coming back. You talk about what a difference that made right there for the game. That made all the difference, I think. Dwarves had to start the half with a Dwarf down, and then after that, he did get the injury temporarily to kind of cement things a little bit, but in the end, Wizard in hand was able to take away the victory. Troll Slayer goes down, and that's the wraps. Dice rolls here, Yena, about pretty good across the board here. Alma value breaks, and these are things you want to fail, so Yena doing pretty good there. But Alma value breaks here for big, succeeding way too many times here. You don't want to succeed on the value breaks here on the dice log. And as you can see from the dice log here, gonna get more of these D6s out between these two. And it's one of those things, right? The more dice you roll, the more you're gonna get nuffled. And that's a wrap, guys. With that, the brackets. I'm gonna be wrong yet again. But hey, somebody else was wrong. I'll tell you that much. 2-0, Diomlord. End of tournament. The supreme champion, Yena, Chaos Dwarf team, Diomlord. Let's go ahead and jump right back into the game real quick. And let's just take a quick look at the champions ladder 11 to see the future. And as I close down the competition, all the people will get all their scenes and all the beautiful stuff that will be awarded to them. But Champions Cup Ladder 11 is going to end next week, January 10th. And it's going to end 12 o'clock Paris time. So there you go, leaderboard. Right now it looks like we're going to see Horny Cricket's Necromantic team, #1 overall, and then Coley and XXX making another appearance along with Veliopia. A back-to-back appearance. The Besa will be coming back. Crucifer, well, he's not done yet, and he's going to show us how to make a smoothie, guys. Siren with the Golden Rod. He's got the Nurgle team this time instead of the Orc team. And, oh, look at that. Lizardman team of Ducky. Beat of the Rising Sun. So Ducky's back, guys. Look out for that, man. And then Jimmy Fantastic, he looks like he's going to be making a return as well. So I can't wait. Looks like we're going to have a bunch of great players in there. Tessa, he's going to be back as well. Andy Davo, look at that. He's going to be back. And looks like Mr. Light as well. Look at that. From our own league here. So North America being nicely represented. And Stringer Bell, look at that. He's going to be in there as well. So with his org team, it looks like, huh? Could be. I don't know. He could come in with the wild card, but I mean, still. Wild card is all you need. I mean, look at Diomlord, right? He's the wild card winner for the Chaos Dwarves and was able to go all the way. So that, my friends, is the difference. Last solid Chorf records up there. Cruiser might be sweating a bit right now, says Shattered Dice. So let's see here. Veliopia, he's got the Chaos Dwarf, and then Crucifer, he's got the number 2. And then Don Chump, oh yeah, he's actually got a good record as well. So yeah, I mean, he might be sweating a little bit, but I think Don Chump's gonna have to win maybe 5 more straight without losing anything or even drawing. So that's gonna be the difference. I mean, the draws really make a difference, and so if Don Chump can stay below 7 draws and then get maybe, I think, 5 or 6 more victories, then it'll be okay. Because right now, when you look at the records, 37-7-4, 25-5-4. Yeah, I mean, once Don Chump gets 7 draws, he's out, so he cannot draw it anymore. Another one here, Chaos Dwarf team. Oh, Tesa. Oh, Tesa actually won't be making it back unless he somehow gets 10 more wins in a row. Well, actually, his record's pretty good, so maybe 7 more wins, I think, give or take. Yeah, that could happen. Chaos Dwarf team. It's gonna be a bit of a battle. All right, Elven Union. Who's playing the Dark Elves? This is what I want to know. Who am I really rooting for? That's the question. Dark Elf team. Cyclops. All right, represent my man. Dark Elf team. We will entrust you in taking home the title. Maybe even Sam Davies if he gets a few more wins in. Yeah, could be. Dark Elves, don't give me that face, Shattered Ice. You know you love them. Alright, so that will be it. Look at that. Actually, Human Team is way up there on the ladder here. Is this how it ends? By Young Nathan. So, Young Nate. Nate, is that you right there, buddy? That's you. Orcs is the biggest and the strongest. Let's see here. Kick off Event Horizon, and then DFG, FGRGS. The Besa. That's an impersonator? Okay. Well. Bunch of guys here on the leaderboard. Let's see here. Who's going to be representing the halflings and all that? There we go. We got to dig deep here. We got to dig real deep. We got vampires, Cyber Knight, I think. Representing the vamps, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of clicking through this quickly, so forgive me if I go over your team. And let's see here. Andy Davos actually got, I think, the best Kislev team as well. He does actually. So, but I bet you he's gonna take his undead team because that's a tier 1 team. So I don't suspect he's gonna take the Kislev team. So let's see here. Bretonian team, Lothral, is that it? That's a good one there. And then let's see here. Look at all these low win records. Look at that, guys. Ogre 110. Pro tips, ogres. I don't think Jimmy Fantasy's gonna take his ogre team though, so never mind on that. Underworld Denizens by Elliot. Okay, that's not too bad. Underworld Denizens is a real threat here. Look at that. These guys with some low records there going in. Man, makes me almost want to make me play my Underworld team. Get them in there. Hey, hey. I don't know. I don't know about that, guys. I don't know. Alright. What happened to Ducky? Well, it's one of those things where it's pretty difficult to get into the tournament because you simply need to play a lot of games, and you really have to play pretty much the 30 or so games if you're gonna play a tier 1 team. So I mean, definitely it's not easy. Alright, I mean, you play dwarves, chaos dwarves, orcs. You're gonna have to beat a lot of good teams, and then even then sweat it out near the end, because as you see there, Crucifer 5th overall, but he's gonna have to sweat it out because this chaos dwarf team's right hot on his heels, as well as this one here. So I mean, you're gonna be sweating it out. And we're gonna see some ducky play. We're gonna see some pretty good stuff. Beat of the Rising Sun. Can't wait to see that. So catch me for some more action. Champions Cup 11 coming up next week. Oh yes, indeed, guys. Yes, indeed. But until then, thanks again for joining me, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Yes, I am gonna be playing another game after this, Nate. So don't you guys go away there. Saturdays, nice to see you, my friend. Keep it cool. Keep it cool.